It's Inkface TV. You know what I mean? Y'all know the deal. Yeah, today I got this video from No Jumper. Shout out No Jumper. Shout out Adam 22. I mean, shout out Wack100. I mean, the P thing. Um, but yeah, today we're gonna be speaking on the passing of rich homie Quan. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, rich homie Quan. You know what I mean? Shout out to his family. Prayers go out to them and his loved ones, and you know what I mean. And yeah, hit the like button, subscribe button, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get to this. All right, go ahead and check it out. If I can figure out what the hell I'm doing. Damn, it's hard times out here. All right, shit, judging me.
Take a moment of silence and peace. Rest in peace, rich homie.
You ever meet him?
Yeah, definitely. Rest in peace, rich homie Quan. Listen, man,
Now, rest in peace, rich
I'm
homie
gonna say
Quan.
it. When they were talking about it on Clubhouse, and they were like, "How do they know it was overdose? They haven't done a autopsy and all that." I said, if they find the body and he's foaming out the mouth,
Right.
it's a fentanyl overdose.
Facts, facts, facts.
Yeah.
I've watched this happen to about 8 kids who just tried some shit first time. Listen, children, adults. It used to be at one point in time, overdosing was doing too much of something,
Yeah.
right? Rich homie did not overdose. Let's set that right. He was poisoned, right? Because you can do your regular amount or whatever your thing is to get you your regular high. But if it has fentanyl in it, if you get that batch, it might kill you.
Yeah.
Now,
Facts.
the thing is, you're playing Russian roulette with your life because you never know. By the time that shit makes it to the streets, it did touch 6, 7 hands.
Facts. I'm gonna touch on a short little story regarding myself and me coming up. Me coming up, you know, I lived pretty wild lifestyle. I chose to make a lot of bad decisions growing up, and drugs was one of them. You know, I grew up popping ecstasy pills, and I probably shouldn't say that. I should probably blurt that out, but you know what I mean. Yeah, you know, um, Xanax, you know, all that type of stuff. And I've overdosed, you know, and I've taken too much, and I've been poisoned. And yeah, man, it's not cool. I've almost lost my life to that, you know. So yeah, all you youngsters out there, man, listening to these rappers talking about popping pills, sipping lean, and doing all this and doing all that. Like, yeah, man, that shit might sound cool, but trust me, man, that shit's not worth it, man. When you being put into the back of an ambulance on a gurney and your front teeth is missing because you've been poisoned and you fell on your face and went into a straight seizure and almost lost your life, it's not fun no more. So y'all gotta be careful out here, man. Like messing with these drugs and stuff like that. Like because this is serious out here. That fentanyl stuff is dangerous. It's taking people out. It's taking kids out. And you know, and who wants to do, you know, the D word anyways, as far as, you know, substance. Who wants to, that's for losers, man. Don't nobody want to do that stuff, no way. It's all about getting to the money, man. Getting to the bag, man. You know what I mean? All that other stuff, man, leave that stuff to the losers, man. That shit corrupts your brain, makes you dumb, makes you slow, holds you back. It's no good, man. It's no good. Like I'm gonna shut up now. Though. Let me shut up. I'm probably rambling off, and y'all probably like, man, shut up and play the video. But I
The guy on the corner doesn't know he has some bullshit.
Yeah, but I think even beyond just like not doing drugs, we need to increase people's literacy when it comes to what fake drugs look like. Because I don't know what the Rich Homie was taking, but there was a girl that I was going back and forth with on Twitter who said that she almost died off of taking these.
See, but these kids, I see what he's saying because somebody who takes these drugs, they know what they look like. They know what they're dealing with. They've been doing this, but these kids don't know no better. They don't know what's real, what's fake. They don't know how to test it. They don't know how to. They just want the high, and that's the problem right there. So
Green Xanax, and she showed the bag, and the shit looked like Legos. The shit looked crazy. Anyone who ever took green Xans before could look at this and be like, bitch, no, those look like they're made of Play-Doh. And she almost died off that. So people are such drug addicts that even when it's like unbelievably obvious that this shit is fake, they don't even give a fuck because they know that
that too. And I used to be one of those people growing up. Like, I just, yeah, I didn't even care. Yeah.
fentanyl's probably going to get them more fucked up than the regular pill.
That's what I was telling somebody today.
That's a problem.
You would think, right? Somebody said, well, Wack, the people putting this shit in the drugs and it's killing people, it might mess up their business. Yeah. I said, that's not how it works. When they hear something's killing a motherfucker, they want to try it. Heroin addicts. Bro, am I lying? What happened? This shit killed.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about people wanting to try things that they hear is killing people off. From what I'm hearing, everybody's scared of this fentanyl stuff going around. So people are super cautious of taking any type of pills or opiates or whatever, you know what I mean, because of that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to disagree with Wack on that one.
Guilty.
You still my nigga though.
They want that. When the Goody Mob told me like 2 years ago, his boy was smoking weed. Started tripping out. They rushed him to the hospital. They was able to give him this with a Narcan or whatever the shit is. The motherfucker had laced the weed, sprayed the weed with fentanyl.
Right, which I still don't really 100% understand why anyone would do that.
That is crazy.
If you got
why?
Some
yeah, why would you do that?
To up the potency, right?
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. You got bullshit weed. You're gonna mix it with something. That's this type of stuff we used to do back in the day when we was kids. And we would put the X in the bullshit, and yeah, horrible. That's what I'm saying. And like, we got to do better, man. We got to do better, man.
Right? I guess they figured spray it out, but it didn't kill dude. They saved him. They got him to the hospital. But look, man, like, y'all out there in the world, man, y'all may want to, you got something going on in life, you get money, you got kids, you got a family, a wife, a job, anything, you're playing Russian roulette now using drugs because you don't know if that batch is the wrong batch.
I honestly would probably have to do like a big tally to see what has killed more of the rappers I've interviewed over the years, fake drugs or being shot. Like, it's honestly probably neck and neck because it's like 99% of the people who have died that have been on this show has been through one of those, and it doesn't feel.
And just to touch on that, that's because when I was growing up, rappers talked about certain lifestyles, but didn't actually live those lifestyles. These rappers nowadays that are rapping these lifestyles are really out there living these lifestyles and really doing these drugs, really toting these guns, really. So it's only a matter of time, man, before it comes back around.
Like it's getting any.
You can't straddle the fence. You can't do both. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Better anytime soon because there's so many famous fucking rappers, and so often I'll see a story from some fucking white kid I know who lives in the middle of the country, grew up wherever, and it's like, oh, my brother died, and I don't even have to ask. Your brother died when he was 24. He's a normal ass white kid. He died off fake pills. It's like, it's not even worth asking.
when I was ignorant to what was going on when Mac Miller passed,
Yeah,
I was like, yo, man,
Rest in peace, Mac Miller, man. Rest in peace, Mac Miller, man, for sure. Shout out Mac Miller. That's my man. Big fan of Mac Miller, man. That shit really hurt me when we lost Mac Miller.
you got all this shit going on. You fucking OD, that's on you. I didn't know what this fentanyl craze was. He was poisoned too. I got that. You know, that's the first time my bro Top Dog called me upset.
Relax.
He was upset with me.
Why? Because you were talking loose about that situation?
Yeah. He was upset with me. I guess him and Mac Miller had a relationship, but I stood on my 12 with him. I'm like, listen. Boom, 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 boom. He say, Wack. It ain't that he did too much. They lacing this shit. They lacing this shit with fentanyl. I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know, I ain't into the drug world. So that's when I started realizing, like Rich Homie Quan, he did not overdose. That's being poisoned, bro. And I think they eventually caught up with the guy that...
They did. And you want to know some crazy random shit? That guy used to be roommates with Lena.
The dude from Mac Miller?
Before I even knew her, she was just living in like a random apartment off Craigslist or whatever, and that dude was her roommate. And then Mac Miller dies, and she's reading the fucking article about it, and she sees his face. And there's a crazy ass clip where TMZ is actually interviewing that guy, and he's doing like a really bad job of keeping his composure and trying to hold it together and everything. And it's extra crazy because I got a friend Big Head who's a producer, produced like a lot of really big records, and he's in the clip too because he used to be hella strung out off drugs he was getting off this dude too. So yeah, I don't know. It's pretty outrageous situation. Mac Miller, like a couple days before he died, went to the store on Melrose, and one of the dudes that we had who was always at the store was taking portraits, and he took a picture of Mac Miller. And
I've seen that portrait. I've seen that portrait. He was he looked at all high as a kite in that portrait.
Like, yo,
That's Mac Miller though. That he looked as stoned most of the time. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't really them giving no jumpers, slack for that's not.
that picture so that when we post about it, we can use this picture from the back of the store, and then immediately people are on our ass for it so hard because you can tell from the picture he's like, so like his eyes are hella rolled back and sunken in and shit. Like he was.
That was that one. Once again, man. Rich homie Quan. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. Again, man. We gotta do better, man. We gotta stay away from these drugs. These drugs is for these losers anyways, man. Them drugs don't make you tough. Them drugs don't make you a man. Them drugs don't make you nothing. Them drugs only hold us back. Keep us dumb to what's really going on out here. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much all I would have to say to that. You know what I mean? I got plenty of stories of situations that I've been in growing up and experiencing with different substances and stuff like that. But I'm gonna say that for another day, another video. You know what I mean? We're gonna end this one here. It's Inkface TV, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my gaming channel, Inkface Games. I'm gonna be posting on there pretty frequently, pretty soon.
So simple. Tenant low. I ain't tripping on none of these hoes. I was doing bad, now I'm stunning. Steady eating, I ain't hungry.